Hello, good afternoon, good morning, good evening, welcome wherever you are in the world. Welcome to Launch Day here on Crafters TV. We're very happy to have you with us. We've got a fabulous 2 hours because there is no one more fabulous in the craft industry than our guest today. I have to say, fabulous on every level. And a living legend, Nicola is quite right. Oh my word, the goat. We were calling her the goat. Okay, that's a story I need to know about later. I'm not so sure if that's a flattering story. Not something I've ever thought of when I've thought of my very good friend and often partner in crime, Ms. Sheena Douglass. She's in the house. Well, hello, my darling. How are you?
Well, you know, I'm great. And you know what? I was fine once I got over what the goat thing was. I thought, was I've been climbing on the counter? I was climbing on the furniture? Was it the extra facial hair with a little beard? Or what was it? But I think it was a compliment, so I'll take that. So yeah, okay, looking forward to today, Leanne.
I'm very looking forward. Is very looking forward today a good use of grammar? I'm not sure it is, but I am very looking forward to today because Sheena, this is what if I was to say something synonymous with Sheena, it's what we've got today, isn't it? It's beautiful landscapes, incredible quality stamps, designed to perfection to make it very easy for you to achieve exceptional results, little mini pieces of artwork at home. And as I've said before, there's only one person in this industry who can do that and make it so possible for us. And we've got a brand new launch for you today. Now, let's just talk about what that brand new launch is, because I have a feeling it's going to be very popular and very fast. So we've got 4 brand new stamp sets for you today. And these are, Sheena, I think absolutely glorious.
Oh. Cheers, Leanne. You know what? They're things that I've collected, my memories around the thing, and I think you've been loving them online, and I'm loving that because I think it's evoking memories for you too. You know, you've been on holiday as a scene just like that. It's so typical. It could be in the Mediterranean, it could be anywhere that is sunny and pretty, and then you've got ones that are nostalgic in other ways. So yeah, I'm loving that you're loving them. Thank you.
Absolutely. And do you know what? When I've been looking at these, it's been invoking memories reminiscent for me as well, I have to say, of really lovely times with family or trips I've been on with my husband or my son, my in-laws, and I think that's what these will do with you. And I think also if you're making little projects, whether you're putting it on a greetings card or actually framing a piece of artwork at home, it's these types of images that are they just transcend all generations, don't they? They transcend generation, sex, age, style, genre, whatever it is. I think this can be identified with and resonate with everybody. So let's have a look at the 4 designs we've got for you first, and then we have got a showstopper for you as well. And I do need to tell you all about what you get in there because, quite frankly, it's ridiculous. So we've got this gorgeous thing here, which I think feels a little bit Mediterranean.
You know what? That was, someone said it reminds me of Lake Garda, and you know what? It was when I stayed in Limone in Italy, and it's based on a scene from there. So yeah, spot on.
Absolutely. And I did feel it was like Lake Garda. We had a couple of weeks there a few years ago, Simon and I was thought, this has got to be, it's like Malchesney or Limone. That's the kind of feel it's got for me because when I visited there. So that's the first one. Second one, absolutely bloomin' love this. This for me is Lake District.
Oh, absolutely. Or Evesham. You know, the amount of ducks in Evesham. I've just got to get... It's always flooding. There's ducks everywhere. It's ducks down the high street in Evesham. If you want a duck, go to Evesham. So, yeah, but it could be anywhere, couldn't it? Lake District, anywhere in the UK. That's just a typical
But isn't this image great? Because it's great for take time to relax, take it easy, happy retirement, hope you're feeling better soon, life's changed. It's just got a million different uses, and I just think it's a glorious image. And you could make that a winter scene, a summer scene, a spring scene, bearing in mind the colours that you use.
Absolutely, and that's what the team have done as well. Wait till you see. I've got a great example of that one there that's coming up, which seems to be you're loving that one. I've got to say
that's my favourite.
That's my favourite too. And you know what? Because it can say so much.
It really can.
Missing you. It could be a sad sympathy card. It could be wish you were here card, or anything like that.
Any of those things.
Happy memories.
That reminds me of a seat that my husband and I sit on in Keswick.
Yes.
On Derwent Water.
Yes.
It literally is that view that we can see, and we go for a walk with the dogs, we get ourselves sat down with a coffee and a chocolate bar, we throw treats for the dogs, we throw stones in the water, we just sit and we just think, it's a decompressed time. So for me, that is a lovely image of some very happy times. And then the next image takes me back to when Peter was little.
Little and's playing, and you know what, joyous. That was Ludlow last summer. There was just a gorgeous little a lakeside, and this got a really good restaurant. It was lovely next to it, and it was so hot, and just seeing families just having a fabulous time there. People with their dogs, the little ones playing, and picnic blankets, and it was just delightful.
Oh gosh, absolutely. I think those 4 scenes, each one of them different, each one of them deserve a space in your craft collection. And when you see Sheena show you how easy they are to use and colour with, I know for a fact that you're going to want them. Now, if you wanted those 4 stamps on their own, they're going to cost you £30 or $37. You don't want to do that, because the showstopper has the best value for you, and that's the price you can see on your screen, which is £50 or $67. Now, in the showstopper, you're going to get all 4 of these, can we just say, photopolymer stamps, the highest quality clear stamp that is possible to produce, and Sheena insists on that. So we've got 4 great sized, almost 6x4 photopolymer stamps in there. Then you're going to get the entire Mother Earth watercolour marker collection, which is 9 pens and 27 colours. Now, the only reason it's called Mother Earth is we launched this pen collection with the Mother Earth collection when Sheena launched those. Actually, I just want to call these the Sheena Essential Collection.
Leanne, that is exactly. If you asked me to put another set together, which I thought made absolute sense, then I could teach you to colour with. And if you just want to pick up one pen, you can't fail with. I couldn't do a better set, so no. That's it. We've peaked.
You have peaked with these, I have to say. You've got every colour you need in there.
I'm off. I'm away home now. I've done it.
There's no betterment of a pen selection, Sheena. There really isn't. But you're getting these in the showstopper. So that's the price you can see on your screen. You're £50, $67. You're getting all 9 pens, all 27 colours. You're also getting our 6x6 stamping platform. There you go. 6x6 stamping platform. You're also getting our pack of watercolour card in there, which is fantastic, and the perfectly sized paintbrush that Sheena uses all the time. You're getting all of that for £50 and $67, which is only £20 more or $30 more than the stamps on their own. And the value that you're getting in that showstopper for your £20 or $30 is £53 or $71, which, if you think about it, is phenomenal value for money. So for me, I would be advising you go for the showstopper, because everything you've got in there is a consumable or an essential tool when you're colouring. It's your markers, it's your card, it's a stamping platform, and it's a paintbrush in there. Absolutely perfect with those 4 brand new stamps we've got for you. So for £50 or $67, you're getting all 4 of the photopolymer stamps. You're getting 9 markers, 27 different colours. You're getting your 6x6 stamping platform, your watercolour card. I'm going to check how many sheets you're getting in there. And I think it's 15 sheets. Yes, 15 sheets of watercolour card. That watercolour card can each go into 4 pieces to create one of these panels. So if you think about that, that's 60 images you can do with these 4 stamps using that watercolour card that comes in the pack, which is fantastic value. And you've got your paintbrush in there. It's brilliant to only be paying £20 or $30 more, and then getting a value of £53, I beg your pardon, or $71. Now you can see your platinum price on the screen. That gets even better when we start to think about our highest level of discount that we've got in Club Inspire. So already 10% of the stock is gone. We've only been here for 10 minutes. Sheena hasn't even shown you how they work. And I predict that is how this next 2 hours is going to go, because as soon as you see Sheena use them, it's going to be, and I predict it, a riot. I absolutely know it. So without further ado, we're going to get straight in, Sheena, and we're going to have a look and see what some of the comments are coming through too.
Fantastic. Do you want to look at some inspiration as well, Leanne?
Sorry,
at the same time. Do
you have to shout, I'm deaf.
Me as well.
I know.
This could be interesting. We were just saying, imagine Zig and Zag who can't even hear each other. That's random. Good luck. Good luck.
What were you going to say, Pet?
Well, I was going to say, I've got amazing samples here. Would you like to have a
yes,
look at
let's
some?
do them, yes.
Yeah,
yes,
on the
please.
overhead, and then we'll
Yes,
play.
on the overhead, yes.
I'll tell you why. The first one, I wanted to kind of take you on a little journey, because this is the seat that you've been loving on the overhead, and this is it for full colour, and that's exactly the colouring you can do with the pens that you've got in this set. I absolutely adore that, and we're going to look at ways to make colouring simple for you. We're going to simplify it, we're going to chunk it up, we're going to make it easy. See all these backgrounds? Yes, stenciling. Also doing that with your pens. We're going to use the pens with glycerin. But look at this, same card. This is just what I want to show you. Just stamped with maybe one of the lighter, the flagstone, and then using a graphite pencil. But imagine also what you could do is spot colour that seat. So we might have to do that at some point. Same image, same one. But look, we've got winter. So it's exactly what Leann was saying. All Julie's done here is she's used the white pen. So if you imagine your set from your Bella Luna that loads of you have got, and use your white pen on there. We've put snow on the trees. I say we, me and Julie, and on here, and it looks stunning. So you've got value for money. And then I just wanted to show you those three there. Love that. Look at the intensity of colour. The ducks there, the little ones playing, absolutely gorgeous. Then you've got that, I'm on holiday. It looks like a holiday postcard. Wish you were here. I indeed do. It was, you can kind of feel the warmth, and look at how the colours changing as well. Look at how different colour palettes change the look and the feel. Adore this. This is like, and what Lisa's used is she's used the pens and watercolour. So if you've got a little watercolour set at home as well, these pens are going to mix with that. They're going to mix with your ink, your water reactive inks. You're going to be able to mix and match any water-based product with these to add more colour to them. This is well cool, loving that. So that's stamped with, I love that, looks like a sketch. You know when you get the artists on they're selling their local kind of sketches, and you buy something as a souvenir. So this one's been stamped with a really pale ink, so it could be one of the opaque inks or the quick drying inks in a very pale colour, Leann.
Feels very Tuscan, doesn't it?
Very Tuscan, yeah. And then what, I think this is Julie's, what she's done is she's gone over that with the, Karen. What Karen's done, she's gone over with one of your, rubbish, yeah, you know, what am I like? I blame my age. And then she's used maybe one of the art liners to just pick out a little bit of the foreground detail. And doesn't it give it a different look? Monochrome, so one colour in your water reactives. I love this. So use a little, notice if you like a smaller format card, they work smaller format, but if you want to do inky backgrounds, you can expand them. And a triptych.
Oh, I love a triptych.
How simple is that? Triptych's easy, isn't it?
Yeah. And a lot of people find them very intimidating, don't they? But it's so easy to do.
Slice it in three and then mat it. And this one is Tracy. So Tracy, fabulous. And then back to this one. And then again, loving. Look at the ducks. Again, I think this is Tracy's as well, where she's used the tags. But they just lend themselves
thinking, you know, we
to...
did the metallic watercolours.
Oh, yeah. They'd
Shimmer on the water.
Shimmer. Well, you know what? As well, we've got lace. I think we might have them on the show, correct me if I'm wrong. We've got sparkle pens as well. Oh. Well, you know me with my clear overlay, Leann. You know, if you're going to buy one sparkle pen, make it the clear overlay. But if there's a good deal, get them all, because you're going to want that intense colour as well. Just saying. But yes, so there's loads and loads to play with. So I'm going to put these away, get myself ready.
I'm absolutely loving that. Now, my iPad has thrown a little hissy fit, so I am going to try and fix that and then say hello to all of you who are joining us. It won't take me long to fix it because I'm going to threaten it with my glasses. Maria Cooper's, she's in the house, so we're going to see what we can do. Oh, see, it's back. Just needed closing down and starting again, that's all it needed. And what it really happened is I threatened it with my glasses and then it decided to pay attention. It was definitely that threat. Now let's just have a look here and see who's joining us. Here we go. We've got Rachel in the house today, by the way. Team launch day. We've got lovely Nicola and Sam in the gallery, Tracy and Jake are on the floor, and then we've got Rachel, our social media superstar, and of course Zig and Zag here with you for the next 2 hours. So many of you joining us, I have to say. And Rachel, thank you for explaining to me that goat is actually greatest of all time. So it's a compliment.
Yeah, I know.
Thank goodness. I thought we were calling you an old goat, Sheena. I was going to have a word with several people. Well, oh, bless Nicola. She's going to call me a goat too. And if that's what it means, I'm all right and I'm in good company, aren't I? We've got Diane with us today. Hello, Diane. We've got Sandy Kessler who says good morning from Florida's Treasure Coast. Good morning to you, Sandy. Melanie D says hello. Margaret Frasina says hello. Sarah Brown says hello. We've got Hayley in the room as well. Sherry, Cindy, Melanie, Jan, Deborah Durant is with us today, Linda Armstead and Melanie. You're all joining us and so many more of you. Welcome. You're watching Crafters TV. It's launch day and we're launching an exquisite set of photopolymer stamps for you from the most talented artist in the craft industry. And I make no bones about that. We're friends, but I believe that. And then we've got this fantastic showstopper for you as well. So we're going to get straight in, Sheena, aren't we?
Yeah,
and have a look
fantastic.
at the demonstration. Why not?
So you know what? Times have changed and they've moved on in a good way because we've got options on how you're going to stamp these to start with. You might be a rocker block person. You might be a regular stamping platform person, which is great that you've got that with you. We've got options now. Or you might be the repositionable magnetic stamping platform person, which is what I'm just going to use now. I'm just going to show you how these stamp out. Next thing is, well, before we even get to that, you want the right card, and we've bundled that watercolour card because it is the card to use. The clues are there. If you're going to add water, watercolour card's the guy to use, and so that's going to let us do more techniques more successfully than a regular card. Next option, now there's two ink pads I seem to favour. I go through Flagstone and Pebble, two that I go to. Obviously there's black as well, which is great, but I think they're a little bit softer than the black. So I'm going to use Flagstone and I'm going to ink this up. And I get laughed at, Leann, at the noise I make when I'm inking up anything. I can't do it quietly, and you know, I'm just, you know, messy and noisy. What can I say? It's just a gift, you know.
It is.
My gift to you.
Thanks.
Yeah, but what I'm doing is I'm just making sure I've got everything inked up here thoroughly, all right? And then we're going to
Was that lots of light tapping or lots of hard banging?
Well, it depends, Leann. It's usually hard banging with me. If your ink pad is brand new and juicy, as it will be, then you don't have to be as forceful as I'm being now. But this one isn't. It's been here a little bit, so it's a bit on the drier side. So give it a little bit more welly. Yeah, it's just what happens. And you know what? If you store your ink pads when they start drying out as well, if you store them upside down, the ink goes to the surface, does it not? It does, yes. I've got the right person to confirm. Do you concur?
I concur.
She concurs, yes. I like that. And then the ink's going to come to the surface. It's going to be easier. But look at how well that's stamped. That's exactly what you want. And that's why I'm a lucky, a little lucky person that I'm able to give you all my collection in photopolymer. Because, because of Leann said, yeah, all right, then you can. Eventually, like, can I? Yes, all right then, go on then. And but you know what? You can't get any better material. And when you're drawing loads of detail, which I do give you lots of detail, but not at the expense of having areas to colour in, you need the material to reflect that, because without the good quality, we wouldn't see all these little pine needles I've drawn in this branch and all those things. It would be for naught, Leann.
Yes, absolutely.
I've got to say, I am loving the packaging on these as well. This has to be my favourite packaging ever. Just loving that to come together. Right, so next thing, we're going to look at how we're going to colour it in. Now, I'm absolutely loving this one here.
Oh,
I just think that's stunning. Doesn't that look like a summer's night? You're
it's atmospheric.
Isn't it? Lovely. It is. And the reason I chose this is that I know we can get the colours. Oh, there's no name on it. Oh, I don't know who it is. Right, whoever it is, if you're watching,
message in.
Yeah,
message in. We'll keep watching the group, and then I'll shout it out at you like Tourette's,
Sheena. Absolutely. But isn't it stunning? It might be Pam's. I don't know. But that's what that's going to be my my guide, because I'm going to bring you that kind of colour scheme. So the first thing, if you see anything, if you look online, if you join the Inquest, Sheena's Inquest, or you look on Crafters site or whatever the site where all this inspiration is going to be, first thing to do is pick out the colours that you think you're going to use, and that's exactly what I'm going to do. So to do that, you're going to want to make yourself a colour chart. So these are your pens. You've got all those colours, but they don't really show the colours as they really are. What you need to do is get them on a bit of watercolour card, because that's what you're going to be using. pop a little bit of water on there, and the vibrancy, intensity, and the clean, just translucent kind of colours that you're going to get here that just pop, and you are going to get all of these colours that you're seeing can go to pastel. All you do is just add more water, so it's fantastic. So what I'm looking at here is get your colour chart. I definitely think that one there is going to feature this one here. So this one's the one with the heather, sunset and orange. Can you see where we've got the colours in there?
Yes,
absolutely. That's definitely going to happen. We're going to use this one with the green in the moss. So can you see how I've also put all your greens together? So you've got 3 really cool greens in it. Well, not cool greens, but good greens in a card there. We're going to use the brown. I think we're going to use this one here. We don't need to use every pen that's in there. I think, other than a bluey tone here, which I think we're going to go with, we can go with this one, or we can go with the evergreen one. Let's go with that one there, evergreen peacock, and that's it. So all those pens, we've got 4 pens, but we've got 12 colours, haven't we?
Yes.
Out of that 4 pens, and that just makes it so convenient as well. So, right.
I'm so excited for this. So I need to not forget to keep checking in on the Book of Faces and the Tube of Views, because I need to pass the comments on as well.
Yes,
I get engrossed,
absolutely, Leanne.
and then I go silence.
Well, you know,
honestly.
if you wait for a dead air, it's not going to happen. You know what? I can breathe through gills, so you're never going to get in there.
I know.
So
can I just say, Sherry Miller says it's not bad to be a goat.
Oh,
Thank you for that, Sherry. Amanda says it's Pamela's, Sheena.
Sorry?
It's Pamela's.
Thank you. I thought it might have been Pamela's. Yes, gorgeous. Thank you very much. So what I've done, Leanne, is I've trimmed that down, and I'll tell you why. I'm looking at simplifying colouring in for you, because you can look at that and think, oh, where do I start? Ooh, do I do the sky? Do I do what we're going to do is a trick I used to do many, many, many moons ago, and it's an oldie, but it's a goldie. And I used to do it with blendable inks, so like your water reactive you can do with it. But because we've got the pens, and I want you to see the phenomenal value of the pens, we're going to do them with them as well. So what I'm doing is I'm going to pick out the light kind of orangey colour in the sky here. So I'm going to use that one there, and I'm going to use the bluey colour for the lake, and I'm going to use that one of them there, and then I'm just going to simplify it and do maybe that mid-green. Let me show you what I mean. So I'm going to scribble here like this. That's going to be my first band of colour, like band of brothers, but band of colour there. So that, I'm going to pop that there. Then I'm going to take the bluey colour, which is going to be a bit of this. Like that.
I love that colour.
Isn't it lovely? It's gorgeous, beautiful colour. Maybe a touch of that. Why not? Because we can mix them as well. It's not like you're just stuck with one colour here. And then we're going to do this green here, possibly with a little bit of that green there, because we can. All right, and then I've got 3 applicated, but I'm going to just swap them out. So that's going to be green. I'm going to start off with the orange, but what we need to do to make these blendable is we need to add a little bit of glycerin to each colour. And I just put my glycerin in one of these little dropper bottles you can get online, which just makes it easier to use.
It does, doesn't it? Because if you're trying to pour it out the big bottle, you invariably get much more than you need.
Yes, that stuff, and a little bit goes a long way. So check what I'm doing here. I'm going across here with that orange colour.
Oh, so you're going right across the tree trunk?
Right across the sky, yeah, like just until I get to kind of where those hills are. And I've already put down quite a bit of colour in a super quick fashion, all right?
Yes.
And then the next one I'm going to do, I'm going to take that off, and I'm going to put the band of the bluey colour, and I'm going to use paler, so a little bit more glycerin, a touch of the blue, so quite pale, and I'm going across those hills there. And I'm not worried where the little bit of that goes into there, because I'm going to start full bleaching in a minute. But look at how much colour I've managed to get down there quickly. Yeah.
And honestly, Sheena, I don't mean to trivialise this, but look, anybody can go backwards and forwards with a circular blender.
Absolutely, it's more like cleaning a kitchen floor or something than doing art.
It's literally, you're literally like the Mr. Miyagi of the...
Yeah, there you go. Wax on, wax off. Yeah, that's all you're doing.
Paint the fence.
Sorry?
Paint the fence.
Absolutely. Wait till you see me doing me. What is it? Is it a stork or a pelican or whatever?
It's a stork.
Thank you. I can never get the...
or is it a pelican?
Yeah, it's not a pigeon,
It's
is
a
it?
crane.
It's not a pigeon.
It's not a stork or a pelican, it's a crane.
Cream. It's a cream.
It's a
Right,
cream.
we got it completely wrong. Mine was going to look more
I mean, I was
like
imagining
a-
you sweeping across the water and scooping up fish in your big bill.
Yeah, no. Mine would probably resemble more of a pigeon or a turkey. Just saying. Yeah. Good, but no, like, you're not quite there. So we've got that on there now. So now what we can do is we can start adding some colour to this, and we can get a bit more fancy with the sky. Let's start with the sky. So I'm going to pop a little bit of purple in there because I'm going to. We're going to go full colour. And I'm going to put some of this scarlet down there as well. And I'm also going to put some of the orange down. And now we're going to paint, okay? So I'm going to take my brush and water.
And that's the same brush as the brush that we've got in the showstopper,
I've
Sheena.
got here, Leanne, a number 6 Royal and Langnickel.
Roland Lacknick
Roland
in Julia
Lacknickle.
Child's fashion. We've got a 3, Sheena.
Oh, I haven't got a 3 here, Leanne, but we can use a 3. If somebody can get me a 3, I'm happy to use a 3. But you know what, to be honest, if you've got whatever Royal and Langnickel you've got, you're not going to go wrong with it.
No.
All right, so it doesn't, you know, if you've got the 3, you're going to use it for more detail. If you want to use your 6, you need them all.
Yes,
Yeah,
and if you've
want
got your
them.
Academy of Colour, the detail brush that we put in there will also work for you.
Yes.
And if you've got your 3 set of brushes when we launched the metallic watercolours, the detail brush in there will also work for you.
There you go. So there's the thing is all the brushes that, you know, Leanne brings to you with the different sets, they're all fantastic. So
Yeah.
you're not going to go wrong. As long as it's that kind of size brush, then that's the one that's going to enable you to get that look.
This
that
is
you're looking for.
magical. Maria says she could sit on that bench and do a little mindfulness. I think we all
Yes,
could. How
absolutely.
lovely. I would like to sit there with a blanket, a flask.
Yeah, I knew you were going to say flask because I was just going to say flask because you've got to
Flask.
have some tea outside for me.
Tea outside.
Cup of tea.
Cup of tea, a
Yeah.
nice flask of tea,
Yeah.
a nice, like a muffin or a chocolate
Oh,
brownie,
yes.
a bit of chocolate cake,
Lovely.
and a bit of chocolate cake, a nice flask of tea, a blanket on my lap, a good book.
Yes.
Tracy's having a
Lovely.
gin and tonic in her flask.
Who was?
Tracy.
Nice
Tracy's
one,
having
yeah.
a gin and tonic in her
Why
flask. Nicola's
not?
having a bottle of wine.
Why not?
I love.
But it is tranquil, isn't it? It's
It
just
is
tranquil. Can you
a
see?
good book.
Uh-huh.
Oh, and I could just sit there and watch while the hours passed. I could.
Oh, you know what, Leanne? I'm loving my audiobooks as well, you know. But
Me
then
too. You got me. I was never an audiobook fan.
I know.
And you forced me into
yeah,
it.
I did. And
I
now
was
you're
a-
hooked, aren't you?
I was
you
an unwilling participant.
Yeah.
And now I'm an addict.
Yeah, love it. I tell you what, one, Leanne, I've got to send it to you. I found
Come on,
a
then.
one. Well, you know me, I love a like ghost story, not a horror story, a spooky story. I like
Yes.
spooky story, and it's by an actress.
Yes.
She's only done 2 so far, but she's a proper Geordie as well.
Really?
And she reads. You know when someone tries to do a Geordie accent, and
Yes.
you go, oh, it's like any region in the UK or in the US, and you go, oh, if you're from that region and they're not, it's
like Vera.
She's proper Geordie. So it's like Geordie reading about ghosts, and it's funny.
Oh, send us that.
I'm
I
gonna
need
send
that.
you it, Leanne.
And also, if you want to share with us today while you're watching on Facebook and YouTube, which is your favourite audiobook, we're happy for all the recommendations. My favourite audiobook series that I've listened to
Yeah.
is the Thursday Murder Club.
Is which one?
Thursday Murder Club, Richard
Oh,
Osman.
you love that. You know what,
Love.
Richard Osman? I've got that when it first come out, and we've had this conversation, and I've tried a couple of times, and I just can't.
You can't listen to
I
it.
can't get into it.
Can you not?
I'll try again because I know if
Leslie
you love it, if
Manville.
you really love it, it's got to be good. And they're making a film now, so
Yeah,
yeah, it's got to be good.
it's fantastic.
So
and
maybe
then
it was just
Miriam
me.
Margolyes.
Miriam Margolyes, don't listen to that in public.
If you're offended by any kind of language, don't listen to that.
Yeah, no.
Which is hilarious.
Yes, not with the
Dawn
neighbours
French I've
listening.
listened to recently.
Who?
Dawn French,
Oh yeah,
the
really
X-Files.
funny.
It's not the X-Files, you know what I mean.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to say it live on air. That's really good. And the Billy Connolly one.
Oh, I haven't read that
Funny,
one. I haven't listened
very
to that
funny.
one.
I just
got
like
the
them
Peter
all.
Kay one.
Sorry?
Peter Kay. I got
I haven't
his.
listened to that yet.
Yeah.
I tend to listen to an audiobook when I'm crocheting.
Do you?
Yes.
Yeah, I do it when I'm driving up and down, you know, because it's quite a drive from Evesham up here. It's like, 4-hour drive. So I listen to it then, but I have to punctuate it with music that I can sing along to. And I say sing, and I don't really mean sing, you know what I mean? But it just keeps me awake that way. So, yeah, absolutely. So can you see what I've done, Leanne? I've created the bulk of that background really quickly. It wasn't taking ages. I've just added a little more intense colour where I need it. And I'm not worried about this tree because a couple of things I can do. I can try, and if it will, faux bleach. But once you wet something, it tends to go into the card. But I know that that tree is going to be darker. But look, it's still lifted. That's where you've got the right product, the right card, the right brush, and you can do that. So
that's incredible, isn't it?
Sorry?
It's incredible.
It's just simplified. We're going to do that all day. What was that? Hey, I blame this cold. It just keeps just
me too,
morphing.
I know.
It doesn't go away, Leanne. It just changes. And at the minute, it's changed to my ears. So, and I'm normally not that great on the best of days. So, oh, seriously, it could be painful for everybody. But
do you know what I love there? It literally looks like the sun is rising or setting, and it looks like there's light on the hilltops.
Yeah, and that's just about where to faux bleach, you know, just where you're going to pull a little bit of the colour out and pop a little bit more colour in, and if you've gone into the water, just water that, wet it, and so it goes all diffused, so more sharp above that, and then you can make some of these mountains a bit darker. We'll do that a bit later, but all I'm doing, I'm looking at big chunks of colour. I've got the detailing for you there because I've put the texture of those bushes so that there's more line work towards the base, so it's automatically going to be darker where there's no light for you. Yeah? So it's going to do that. And then we're going to just pop a little bit on these trees like this. Can you see how we're just...
Now, Sheena, I've got to just warn everybody, right? Because we're loving this. The comments in the group... I'm sorry to interrupt you, Sheena, but I've got important news. I've got breaking news. I feel like a newscaster. 20% of the stock has gone. Now, we're only 32 minutes into this 2-hour presentation and we've lost 20%. So I think that indicates for you how popular this is. And of that, you're all going for the showstopper. Or the majority of you are going for the showstopper. And I don't blame you because you're getting all 4 of the photopolymer stamps that we showed you earlier. And we'll have a look and remind ourselves of those again while Sheena's colouring there in a second. You've got your 9 aqua markers in there with hand-selected colours from Sheena, 27 different colours. You've got your 4 stamps, your 27 colours, 9 markers. You've got your 6x6 stamping platform, 15 sheets of watercolour card, which will give you 60 stamped images at the size of these photopolymer stamps, and your detail paintbrush. You've got that for only £50 or $67, and your platinum price you can see £40 and £53.60. It's only £20 more or $30 more than the stamps themselves, and the value you've got in there is £53 worth of value in that showstopper bundle, or $71. So for only £20 more, £53 of value. For only $30 more, £71 worth of value, which is unbelievable. It's a fabulous bundle and it's definitely what you're shopping. Now, of course, if you only want a couple of the stamps, they're on the website. Go and choose your favourites. I know a couple of you have said that. If that's what you're in the market for today, go choose your favourites and help yourself. But if you're wanting to make the best saving and get the best bang for your buck, the best value, that is definitely going to be the showstopper for you. Sorry, Sheena.
No, that's great, Leanne. Yeah, it was necessary, has to be said, isn't it? Because, you know, thank you, everybody, because I'm pleased you're seeing how much you can play with these, because that's what you're literally going to be playing with. Look, and you can see how by chunking that up, we'll do as much of that today as we can. We'll simplify it as much as we can for you. So now we've got the background sort of doing what we wanted to do. We can refine it a bit as we go on, but the next thing is let's colour in this tree.
I'm excited.
We've got the brown one out.
Margaret Yanker on Facebook, I hope I've said your surname correctly there, Margaret, please let me know if I haven't, says, I love waterscapes. They're great for anyone, a must for guy cards.
Oh, yeah.
And I think that's a great point, Margaret. I think a waterscape like that's great for a masculine card, isn't it?
Absolutely. That's what we struggle with, you know, sometimes it's getting a good men's card, isn't it? Good, that isn't just, you know, a sports theme or whatever, something that is any man who, you know, most people can just enjoy a good outdoor scene, you know, and I think that's so, it could be somebody who enjoys, you know, maybe they've got a camper van, maybe they've got a caravan, maybe they're outdoor sports, maybe, you know, anything that like that, I think they'll relate to. Fishing, obviously with the water kind of theme going on, I think you're onto a winner, aren't you? And then also for, you know, male, female, young and old, I think we all just, my spirit's happy when I'm out in nature. I just know it is. That's me. That's when I feel good, you know. And I think for your mental health, it absolutely makes such a difference. I know, you know, for us at home, if we get out there and just amongst things that are growing, it's just lovely. And I'm so pleased the spring's coming. It's around the corner. Driving here last night, Leanne. Yeah. It was so noticeable how much lighter it was, which was great. I thought, yes, hallelujah.
Don't we get something like 5 minutes extra light a day all the way up to when the clocks change?
Is that what it is?
Yeah, something like that, which is phenomenal. I have to say, though, Maria tells us that it's blowing a hoolie in Evesham, and she feels there's a storm brewing.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Oh, heck.
Are you driving back tonight?
Yes.
You've got that to look forward to.
Yeah, lovely. Oh, great, lovely. Nice. So can you see how I've gone across?
Do you know what that's making me hopeful for? Spring.
Yes, exactly.
Oh,
I'm ready
can't
now.
wait.
You know what? I love winter. I love a bit of snow. Like I've been saying, I'm obsessed with Alaska at the minute. I blame Discovery Plus, and it's the Alaskan Bush People. Was it you who told me to watch Alaskan Bush People?
How fantastic are they?
I've watched them. We've watched them all. We power watched every single thing.
I love
There's
that
about
programme.
50 of them. We watched it all, and then we went on to the Rainies with the you know, more homestead like rescue, and then I'm watching ones where real estate in Alaska now. I feel I need to go to Alaska. But, you know...
I would love to go to Alaska.
Oh, it's beautiful, isn't it?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And I have to say that I love that Alaskan Bush People programme.
Do you know what? I think
back to nature. Fabulous.
And it's like that opting out mentality, isn't it? Just like if you had the skills and you had the resources.
And you were brave enough.
It is just such a thing that I think a lot of us think.
Because I'm not sure how I'd feel about the bear ransacking my living room.
Oh, exactly. Precisely. Yeah, exactly.
Honestly.
Oh,
I would find that a bit scary.
That's a little bit like, not so sure about that. But can you see how we're almost done here? We're not.
I mean, it's incredible, and it's just coming to life in front of our eyes. And can I just tell you that Karen, I think, sums it up. Karen says, love the new collection, and Sheena and Leann together. Well, thank you, Karen.
Oh.
I love audiobooks and have a very mixed library, but my favourite is anything by Catherine Cookson. Love The Cinder Path. Oh, Catherine Cookson, The Cinder Path, one of my favourites. I read all of them when I was younger. I also love Dawn French and Jennifer Saunders' podcasts. Thank you for that recommendation, Karen. We really appreciate it. And I have to say, Lindsay also says the weather is vile in Rutland. It's been raining and windy all day so far. I think it's just a bit miserable everywhere today, isn't it?
Just stay tucked in and watch a bit of craftery.
Exactly.
And listen to the kind of, sometimes random, but you know, we're happy. Whatever we're going to come out with, neither of us know until it's out there either.
Until it's out of our mouth, that's very true.
Yeah, we're just, you know, but we're happy. And I think, you know, if I want to be happy. I want to have a laugh when I'm crafting, you know.
Yeah, me too.
I think it's important to
just
take the pressure off yourself. Just, you know, enjoy it. Enjoy the process. And if it doesn't go swimmingly and you think, oh, well, that could have gone better, hey, it's a bit of card and you learn something. You learn what to change it with the next time.
Yes.
So I'm going to dry this, but I'll tell you what we're going to do, the next bit. And we can do that. We can either do it now or we can come back, Leanne. Your call.
I think we'll have a little bit. A lot of people got a lot of product in baskets, Sheena.
Yeah. Well,
and so I think we need just a little break, if that's all right. So we'll ask you to pause and then we'll come back.
Absolutely.
So if you've got this collection, if you've got this showstopper or whatever else you've been shopping on our website in your basket and you'd like a little opportunity to check out, you've got a couple of minutes to do that. We'll watch this video. You get your basket checked out, secure your showstopper, and we'll see you back in a minute or so.
Hi, I'm Becky. I'm the soft craft expert for Crafters Companion. I've always crafted. I think because my parents worked at Shepperton Studios, I grew up at Shepperton, they were always working, so my holidays and my weekends and my evenings were spent at the studios, and I just sort of sit around with the other artists, and they'd give me a bit of clay to play with or some fabric. So I was always making things, and there were a couple of children around the same sort of age, and we just used to make clothes for our Cindy dolls. I'm flighty with my crafts. I want to try everything, so I go all out and I decide tomorrow I'm going to be doing candle making, and I buy all the stuff and I make candles, and then I lose interest and I move on to the next thing. I want to be able to have a little go at all sorts of crafts, and I've always been like that ever since I was a small child, so I think I can turn my hand and give anything a go. My craft inspiration, I think a lot of that comes from the internet, looking online, being able to watch sort of artists producing bits and pieces, as well as sort of just general crafters. But a lot of my inspiration came from sort of my mum and my mum's friends, which were all sort of great designers and people that created all sorts of different things. The Crafters TV audience have been so kind to me. So when I first started, and I've not been here a huge amount of time, and I've done a little bit of presenting, I got so many lovely comments from people when I started doing the presenting, and it was just really such a lovely feeling. And it's nice that people keep messaging in, you know, we see the same people, and we know you can build up that kind of relationship with those people. So it's just the fact that people like what we do and they're pleased. And I do love it when people send us photographs of the items that they've made and when they've been inspired by the shows. I think that's great. My biggest achievement, I'm going to put it on social media. I said that I was more proud of this than I was when I had my children. It was when I won week. I was just absolutely gobsmacked that I'd won Demo of the Week. I don't often win Demo of the Day, so to win Demo of the Week, I was really, really super excited. Oh God, I can't give you the gossip because I promised that I wouldn't give any of the gossip away, but it is great. Lots of us stay overnight in a house here, which is brilliant because we all get to know each other on a real personal kind of level rather than just colleagues. So it's a really great atmosphere, and there's so much to learn from all of these people that I work with. So I feel really quite blessed to be part of this. It is a happy family, I have to be honest.
Welcome back. Welcome back. I hope you managed to get your showstopper secured. If you're just joining us, welcome to Crafters TV. It's launch day today, and we're with the inimitable Sheena Douglass with her brand new launch, which is these absolutely exquisite new Lakeside stamps. We've got so many of these for you. They're gorgeous. We've got brilliant showstopper deal, and you're getting all 4 of these high quality photopolymer Lakeside scenes in the collection. Every one of them absolutely gorgeous and deserves a place in your collection. They're exquisite. You're getting all 4 of those photopolymer stamps. You're also getting your 9 aqua markers, which are in the Mother Earth collection, hand-picked by Sheena, these configurations, and 27 colours you've got there. You're getting your 6x6 platform, 15 sheets of your watercolour card, and you're getting your detail Roland Langnickel paintbrush in there, which is incredible. So you're getting all of that for your £50 to $67. The platinum price you can see there in the little purple box, £40 or $53.60. Now the stamps on their own would be £30 or $37. So only for an extra £20 or $30, you're getting an extra £53 or $71 worth of product in there in that showstopper. Fabulous value and an incredible bundle because you've got your stamps, we all want those, you've got the thing to colour them with, the thing to stamp them with, the stuff to stamp on, the brush to paint them with. It's a fabulous bundle, and most of that stuff in there are consumable. So you're getting your stamps and the things that you can keep using in your stash, not just with this collection, with other collections, which I think is the great thing about this showstopper. And proving very popular, you're absolutely loving it. We left you, Sheena, for a pause,
yes.
So we're going to come back to you so you can finish that fabulous little piece of art you were doing.
Thank you. So what I was going to say is that it's full colour. It looks brighter than Pamela's gorgeous original one. But because we haven't pushed anything back yet, we haven't dulled anything, you can always dull down the colour, but you can't bring it back. So now we're going to look at and think, where can we, if we want to lighten something, do we want to see if we can lift some colour off then again? So I can dry it, which will flatten down which is what I've done, flatten down the fibres on the card, so that now, can you see how much lighter that side of the trees become? Because I'm thinking if there's lights in the middle, this is light, that side's dark. So already that tree's looking like it's got that curve to it.
Yes.
Also, if I put a little bit of water, and I've already done a little bit on the top of this bench here, you can see we've got a highlight on the top of the bench, which makes it look more natural and the light shining down. If there's anywhere in the hills you think, okay, we can lighten that a little bit, just lots of water and a little bit of agitation with your brush, and then blot it, and then it'll lift up, and then we can maybe lighten this centre bit. Actually, when I was drying it, I put my thing down on the mat and it picked up a little bit of the orangey colour there, but look how forgiving these products are, and that I can lighten that. So now we've got a channel of a beam of light coming down.
I love that. The little bit of orange could be a reflection of the sun as well in the water,
absolutely,
couldn't it?
so we can pop a little bit, and good thinking, we're going to do that, Leanne, let's do it. Let's pop a little bit of that there, because I think it would, and we can bring a little bit, and then just, so, you know, even if you're looking at inspiration, you think that's gorgeous, but you think to yourself, what would it look like if that's what it's all about, and that's what my team are like. They're there to help you, but they also love when you say, so I did this, and what do you think? And yeah, they'll go, wow, brilliant, good idea, didn't think of that one. So exactly as Leanne said, we've added a little bit of that orangey glow in the centre, and I think that just looks really pretty. So what we're going to do, quickly dry that, and then to make that look a little bit more balanced, we're going to do one last little technique on this centre bit. Well, maybe a couple of things, because what you can do is if you look at it and think, I need a little bit more white in there, I've lost a little bit white. You know that set that we said needs to be like in your life. If you haven't got it in your life, I think it might be sold out now. I'm a bit sad if it has. But check it.
And that was the Bella Luna collection, wasn't it?
Luna
but that has been activated as a set in its own right.
Oh,
I believe it's been ordered, and so it's definitely on the way if it's out of stock. So you'll be able to see that coming.
Fantastic. I can't tell you how happy that makes me.
That will be coming to a Crafter's Companion website near you very soon.
Oh, fantastic. Because you know what, Leanne, I need it in my life all the time, because look what the difference it makes, just putting that highlight on the edge of that tree like that. And then because this is acrylic based, if you go straight in with your brush, you can blend that out a little bit.
What an incredible, I mean, that's transformational, isn't it? That tiny little bit there.
It makes
the whole rest of the picture look, that tiny bit of white on the trunk made the entire scene look different.
Absolutely. And then if you've lost some ripples on the water, you can pop some little bits of light where that light's going to be shining there. You could pop a little bit of streaks in the sky if you want to do a little bit of a lighter kind of glow here and there and there. But then there and there and there, there and there and there. And then, but remember, when it's still wet, you can add that little bit of water. Now, if it's dried a little bit, this is where we're going to bring in the gouache, touch of that, because this doesn't dry. You can re-wet this anytime, and then you can get a softer glow highlight in there, so you've got those clouds. So it's up to you where you want to stop. If you go, right, that's where I'm happy with, I really love what I've done, I'm not going to risk it, okay? Take a picture and go, right, that's where I stop this time. Then next time do a one and think, right, I'll add that little bit of highlight in the sky this time, and see if I like that better, and what I'm going to get out of just adding those little bits. But right, one last bit.
I love
this. This is where I always sound like Rowan Atkinson in Love Actually. Just one more thing, sir.
Just one more thing, sir.
One more thing, sir. And it's like, Alan Rickman just needs the necklace. It's like, he's what he shouldn't be buying. I need to just get it and go. So
I still can't forgive Alan.
Oh, I love Alan. You know how much I love Alan.
I know you love Alan.
I adored Alan.
I know you did.
When Alan did, pass, I had people personally texting me saying,
yeah, I did.
So you text me, remember, I'd been away. I think I'd been away with Crafters.
Yes.
I think we'd been away to the big show in America.
Yes, I think we had.
And I think I was getting off the plane in France, and people were all these messages coming in. I'm really sorry, Sheena.
Yeah.
And it was like my personal loss that Alan Rickman had, passed, bless him. But yeah, I love that man. But anyway, so what I'm doing now is I've got glycerin, and I've got the black ink, the pen now.
Yeah.
And what we're going to do is we're going to
I
use
love it when you
this
do
to
this.
create a vignette around the outside, because to make that middle look lighter and more glowy and more lit and magical, it's all about the contrast.
So Nicola's just said she would frame this. It's like a piece of like home decor. I'm completely with Nicola on that.
Oh, brilliant. Thank you. You know what? But look, we've done it in real time. We've stamped it from scratch. We've coloured it from scratch. I've given you, ways to make it easier, because I think it's not knowing what to, it's sometimes where to start. How do I simplify this? Where do I just, give me a few tips to get going, and then we're good. And then that's going to go on this. We're going to mount that on there like that. And then should we make a good background with those pens as well, Leann? Shall we do a cool background with the pens?
Yes, I mean, honestly, look, that just now leaps from the page. It looks lit from within, the purple, the white. Robbie Hedrick says, amazing class, love Sheena. Karen Fisher says, I could watch Sheena colour all day, so relaxing. Margaret, I've got Margaret's correct pronunciation of her name now, it's Yarnka. Margaret Yarnka, a calm lake in the background, a small boat with a man fishing rod bent in the foreground, a beautiful hoot trout leaping out of the water on foam pads. Stamp and die set, please.
Oh, okay.
We'll see what we can do for you, Margaret.
Yeah, greatly appreciated, Leann. No, they're not. Any ideas you've got? I'm not saying we'll do everyone, but you know what? That's
Why
all
not? We'd love to get the suggestions, we really do.
Yeah, we do. Shall we get Brian into the mix?
Yes.
Brian, it wouldn't be a show without Brian, would it?
What's Brian?
Brian the sponge.
Why is it called Brian?
And Trevor,
Brian and Trevor.
And Trevor's at home now, but Brian's been in the limelight lately. So kitchen sponge, quarter it, pull some bits out of it, wet it, and then squeeze out most of the ink from there. And then we're going to just pounce around the outside with your inks, and we want some lighter and some darker. And I'm not worried about getting the whole thing covered here, just because the middle bit's going to be covered. But I'm looking at so less water means a more intense colour.
Right.
But if you put a bit more water on it, you can just go over it again, Leann, because it can layer it up. So don't scribble on on your wet mat. Look for a dry bit if you want to reload and pop a little bit more on. So, which is exactly what I'm doing there. So it's nice if you can get a little bit of orangey and then a little bit more pinky instead of all mixed in. Up to you how many colours you want to add in there, but I'm thinking we can reflect that sunlight, as Pamela has done brilliantly with the original card, like that. And then, so can you see how well that's covered with just, we've got a splodge on there, cover that over, but that's fine. I don't think we need to go any further in there like that. But what we can add a bit of magic to it is we'll add a little bit of either the coloured sparkle pens or a little bit. Now, this is where the sprays, the shimmer sprays, Leann. You have a wealth. You can go with your shimmer sprays, whatever you've got at hand there. So many options now. Back in the day, this was as fancy as we had, Leann, when the first start of the sparkle, wasn't it? The sparkle overlay. And now you've got so many options to choose from. So don't think if you haven't got this, you can't get that bling on there.
No, exactly.
And I just think that little bit of...
I mean, it could be your sparkle pens. We've got them on a really good deal for you. We'll have a chat about those in a second when Sheena's finished doing this for you. It could be your watercolour, metallic watercolour paints we just launched for you in October last year. Could be your shimmer sprays. There's lots of different ways. Could be your shimmer inks.
It could be so many choices now. How about I'll try this, Leann, and then I'll stick the card together.
Okay.
If you want to talk about them.
Thank you. Yes, please, Sheena. So we have got a brilliant deal for you with our sparkle pens. You've got 5 packs here, I have to say. 5 packs with all of the colours. I'm trying to show you them all at once. I'm struggling. It's every flavour of sparkle pen you could possibly imagine. So we have got for you all 5 of these sets. I have to say, there isn't a colour you can't imagine that you've gotten here. So you've got our first 2 sets there. I'm going to get the names for you. This set is the Essential Brights. You've got Aquamarine, Pink Garnet and Firefly in there. Then you've got your soft pastels in here. And your pastels, you've got Rose Quartz, Soft Jade and Moonstone. Then we've got for you your earthy neutral, which is your Holly Leaf, Smoked Quartz, Harvest Moon. Smoked quartz, one of my favourite colours in a sparkle marker. So you're paying for those 3, guys. Let's say you're paying for those. We're going to give you these 2 entirely free. So you're getting your antique vintage and your tint and tone entirely free of charge with fig, peacock blue and macaron, crystal clear, starry sky and onyx black. You're not paying for those. You can see what a phenomenal price we've got for those today with those sparkle pens. It really is great. And they perfectly complement what Sheena has been showing you today, I have to say. So many fabulous comments coming through as well, I have to say. Karen says, I did a card using Sheena's tissue technique that she demonstrated last week. It made an amazing background. Thank you,
Fantastic.
Karen. Mary Beth says, wow, Sheena, that is amazing, exclamation marks. It really does look fantastic, doesn't it? Now, let me remind you what we're looking at because we've got this fabulous showstopper set for you today. We've got the brand new launch of 4 Lakeside photopolymer stamps from Sheena. Beautiful size, fills the card front for you fantastically, and 4 beautiful designs. And as we've said, all of these in photopolymer, which is la creme de la creme when it comes to a clear stamp, the very best quality. And you can see beautiful scenes in each one of them, very, very different. You're also getting your aqua markers, and these are the Mother Earth collection that Sheena put together for us. These are exceptional. You'll get 9 pens, 27 colours. You're also getting your 6x-stick stamping platform, your 15 sheets of watercolour card, and your Royal Langnickel paintbrush. And all of that you're getting for £50 and $67, but you can see your platinum price in there, £40, $53. For only £20 or $30 more than the stamps on their own, you're getting in that showstopper bundle an extra £53 worth of value or $71 worth of value, which I think you will agree is exceptional. And certainly the majority of you are shopping for that showstopper bundle because you can see the value. If you only want the stamps, of course, they're on the website. And if you only want a couple of the stamps, of course, they're on the website. You shop whatever you feel you want to get from us today. Sheena, have you got a reveal there?
I have, Leanne.
Have you got the finished card?
Bear with, yes. Shall I hold it up or shall we do it on the overhead?
Hold it up, Sheena.
There you go.
Oh, look at that. That little bit of gold pop.
Isn't it nice?
Feels like an exceptional piece of artwork, doesn't it?
Yeah, if you're matting and layering, and I've got to thank Pamela for getting that ready for me. My team are phenomenal. That makes all the difference. Just make sure when you're matting and layering, if it's not precision straight like that, your lovely watercolour centre won't look great. All those little things that you think aren't important are important. And that's why you want that great finish like that. And you can see the reflection in the background pop. That's that tiny little bit of sparkle overlay. So imagine what you can do with all those sparkle pens. There you go.
Do you know, Sheena, I think these will be great. Put them in a frame, get yourself to a craft fair, sell framed pieces of hand-coloured artwork. Why not? Use them as greeting cards if that's what you want to do. And by the way, Sheena's incredibly generous when she comes to her angel policy with these things. I'm checking, I'm just looking at her. As far as I know, her angel policy is knock yourself out.
Yes, absolutely. It's a technical jargon.
It's a technical jargon. Make and sell as many things as you like and make as much profit as you can. She fully supports you with that. And I think that's just a testament of how generous Sheena Douglass is. Sheena, have you got a couple of little samples we could have a very quick look at?
There's a few here that we haven't looked at yet as well.
Thank you.
Ones that I'm going to demonstrate. Well, let me show you these ones as well that I've got lined up. I love this look. You know that when we've just done, we've gone from full on, like in your face, couldn't get more colourful with the pens, which is absolutely what you want with that collection, with the showstopper. But if you want to go completely the opposite way, a pencil. A 2B or not 2B pencil, and that's what you've got there. But you know what I think would look great with that? Again, I'm tweaking it, and this is exactly what you should be doing, and you just do it as it is if you want. But if you want to tweak, I'm going to colour the boats in. I'm going to spot colour those boats. Oh! Should we try one of those next?
Oh, yes.
I think that would look really cool. I love that. So DL cards, look at, trim them. Yep, DL, we've got that one. So these are all ready to play with if we want to play with them. My amazing team have done that. Again, another one of those ones that looks like a painting,
Oh,
doesn't it?
it's a nice.
And isn't it cool? And
Get
Karen,
those sold at the craft fair,
she's-
Sheena.
Yeah, exactly. So you know what? The thing is, you can only charge so much for a card, can you not? Whereas if you put that in a frame, you can, an inexpensive frame, you can charge way more than you can for a card. So as Leann said, knock yourself out, make them work for you, get your most out of your investment, and loads of inspiration, as always, for you from my amazing team and the guys at Crafters Companion.
Thank you, Sheena. I think you will agree that they are absolutely glorious. And get yourself the showstopper, you're not going to regret it. We are absolutely thrilled to be here with the fantastic brand new launch from Sheena Douglass of her Lakeside stamps, which are these 4 glorious photopolymer Lakeside scenes that Sheena has done for us. You can see each one of them has a very different look and feel. You've got an incredibly different scene on each and every, I always do that, on each and, I want them ducks on their head, on each and every one of them, and they're glorious. Photopolymer, the highest quality clear stamp that is possible to be manufactured. A brand new launch with Sheena today, and it's not just about the stamps, it's about the showstopper deal that we've got for you this launch day. So you're going to get all 4 of those photopolymer stamps. You're going to get your 9 aqua markers from the Mother Earth collection that Sheena hand-picked for us. I wouldn't say this is a Mother Earth collection, I would say this is a Sheena Douglass essential collection of all of the perfect colours. 27 colours in there you're getting in the showstopper bundle. You're also getting our 6x6 stamping platform. You're getting 15 sheets of the watercolour card, which using those 4 stamps, 60 stamped images you can get out of that. And then you're getting your Royal and Langnickel detail paintbrush, said in the style of Julia Childs. You're getting all of that, and you're getting that for only £20 more or $30 more than the cost of the stamps on their own. If you want to get the stamps on their own, you can do £30 or $37. If you get the showstopper, £57 or £50 or $67, and the value that you're getting extra is £53 or $71. So the showstopper is definitely the way to go, because you're only paying 20 instead of 53, 30 instead of $71, which is phenomenal. And that's the white box price. If you are in Club Inspire and you have a membership level, be any of those levels, you're going to take your 5, 10, 15 and 20% off. You can see in your purple box, if you're a platinum member, that's the price you'd be paying for the showstopper today, which is phenomenal value for money. Sheena, I think you've nailed it with these. When I think of a Sheena Douglass stamp, this is what I think of.
Thank you.
Synonymous, I think, Sheena, with exceptional hand-drawn scenes that make this type of artwork achievable for everybody, from the very beginner to the most experienced, and to have it look like a really professional finished piece. I don't think there's another person in the craft industry can do this like you do it.
Oh, thank you, Leann. You know what? And it's taken some years to refine and to get better and work out how to make this achievable for you, because I've always said the line between art and craft, we cross those borders all the time, and with just that little bit of help and guidance, you find yourself moving more towards something that, is it art or is it a card? Who cares? Exactly as we said, but you know, you're learning these techniques without the intimidation of maybe signing up for an art class. It's just playing, but learning at the same time. And I love that.
Yeah, absolutely. And you know, I never tire of watching. I can colour because of Sheena's tuition. I could not. And she'll tell you I've created some pretty scary things in the process. But, you know, I think it opens up that to you at home as well, because I think there isn't another educator like Sheena when it comes to just making all of those things accessible. And I love that we can do that here on Crafters TV for you. I think we're pretty special in that respect. Sheena, we're going to have a look at your next demo. Are you ready for that, or would you like me to do?
Yes, absolutely.
Yes.
Well,
excited.
so what I thought, Leann, is I thought it would be quite nice. We'll try and fit a couple in again, but we'll try and make this one as quick as possible. Now, it's graphite. So we're just going to use, I've got a couple of pencils. You know what I should have had was my Pro Sketch kit, and I didn't bring it. But in your Pro Sketch kit, now I've got a couple. When I said I'd bought these clutch pencils before, I have. This is the one I'd already had already. So, you know, when I've said all to these things, I've got them. This is the one I'd already bought. It's just as good as the one that's in that sketch kit. So if you, all those thousands of you who've had the sketch kit, then that's what you're going to use. And a little pencil, I don't even know where it comes from, to be honest, but we'll see what we can do with this. Lovely. Because I'm going to go as quickly as I can. Now, you've got these paper stumps that are also in your sketch kit. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start off with this thicker, chunky lead holder, and I'm going as quickly as I can here. And I'm going light pressure, heavier towards the base of these hills. And then I'm just going to try and blend out a little bit like this and hope that my paper stump will then blend this in for me so that I can get this done quicker. Can you see it's saving a lot of time there? Oh, and wow, isn't it? Yeah, it's colouring it
this
really
is something
quickly.
that I haven't tried yet, Sheena. This
well, look at how
with a graphite pencil.
Look at how quickly we got that achieved there. And you know what we can do? So the same thing. So I'm working on this background, and I want them quite pale. So I'm going a little bit darker around the tops of these little, you know, the little details on the buildings, the top of the buildings, and then just pressing down with my paper stump and just circular motions. So you will be able to make this more refined at home. I'm going as quick can be because there's so much I want to show you how to do. But that there isn't bad at all. Now I've got graphite on my paper stump already. So can you see how I'm just giving the impression of a bit of colour in the sky by just using the graphite that's on that paper stump there, and it just gives it a look like there's something going on back there. It's not just a white void. Yeah. Okay, speed colouring again.
I'm nodding. Nobody can hear me nodding. That's because I'm engrossed. Yes, Sheena, I can see that.
And then all I'm doing, I'm using that lead holder again, which you'll have in your sketch pack. And I'm going look where the lines are. So this is where you want to not lose the reflection on the water. Okay, so I'm just going over where that the lines are, where I've deliberately made it really dark, where, you know, they've got that high contrast going on. So just on top of where the hatching lines, which are the lines that are close together, which give you the ripples on the water, but it also gives you that depth and tone. So look at how dark that looks now under the boat, and that's exactly what we want. We need that foreground to be more impactful and stronger and darker, so that it makes it look like we've got this thing called aerial perspective going on, where you're looking back into the picture. We're going to use the same pencil, just a little bit on the walls here. Now, again, remember when we put the colour on last time, and then we bleached the colour out, didn't we? We can do the same with an eraser here, Leanne. So we can put that down there, and then if we think, oh, I could do a little bit of a highlight, maybe on those hills we've already put that down on there, I can get the eraser and I can pull some highlights out of that. So there's an archway in here, which I'm going to deliberately do quite dark, like that, really dark. So I'm just chunking, what you see, chunking up is simplifying. So make this so that, that there, done. That, I can see that goes in there. I've simplified it. I might even make this one here. This is another opening. Right, we've simplified that, done. I'll make this maybe look like there's no light behind that. Again, can you see how it chunks it up? It takes away all that fine detail I've put in there, but makes it kind of easier to read a little bit, yeah? We'll put a little shadow underneath this eave here on this building, because it's likely going to be reflecting a bit of shade. And the smaller paper stump, just like that. But look at how quick it's going. We are just, we're motoring through this. Now, I've got cross-hatching there, so that's saying let's chunk that up as well. Let's make that bit chunkier. So when you're reading it, you can say, there's not much more detail I need to do to this. I am almost good to say, let's just, you know, put a bit of spot colour in there.
Yeah.
Honestly, that's how quick it can be. We can maybe put a little bit of impact in this palm tree. So can you see what I'm doing? I'm going from the bottom up with this chunky lead holder and just making that really high contrast by putting a little bit of that dark.
And you know, Sheena, if you are thinking about selling these on or doing them as little pieces of artwork, because you've got that monotone stamp line and then that monotone colouring,
Yeah.
it genuinely looks like it's been hand drawn and coloured.
It really does, and that is you. This is where you're using. You're whether you know it or not, or whether you want to admit it or not, you're using arty skills here. You are learning how to use graphite much more fun way than at school when they used to sit you in front of a Chianti bottle and a spider plant, and possibly a bowl of fruit.
Okay, couple of questions.
Yes.
Linda Vasquez, Sheena, what lead is in your clutch pencil?
Okay, it is, it's probably a 2B. If you go with 2B, you're not going to go bad. In HB, 2B. Don't go for a 2H. They're too hard. You want anything like a 2B to 4B. Good
2B
one
to
use.
4B is the
Yeah.
perfect type,
Yeah.
right? And then Nancy says, what paper are you using, please, Sheena?
It's watercolour card,
Yeah.
so it's giving it that nice bit of texture as well. So it's what you're going to get in your showstopper, which is fabulous. So all of these things that we give to you are the things that I know I use and I need, and that's what is my bread and butter stuff. Yeah, so it's not quirky stuff. This is stuff that is the foundation, the necessity, got to have it. So absolutely, but what we're going to do, I'm going to use an eraser again, the putty eraser, you know, the kneaded eraser in the sketch
Yes.
kit. That is a better eraser for this, but I can't find mine, so I'm using a regular eraser, and I'm just taking a little bit, and you can even sculpt with this if you want to make it look like those hills have got a bit of texture in them. Can you see how I've just carved
Wow.
a little bit out there?
That's
And
like the little path the sheep are walking on immediately.
exactly.
On the hill, isn't it?
And you can just make it a bit more, you know, just play with it. And if you want to put a bit more, a darker tone back in there, it's just graphite. You can go over it again, and you can like have a play and do, you know, make it look a bit more, you know, you and less me. And then you can, these are stamps that are going to let you grow with you. So have an experiment with different techniques and things that you want to try out, and you see how now they've got a little bit more detail to them.
Yes.
We're going to bring the pens in now, Leanne. We're going to
Okay.
spot colour these boats. How
Paw
should we do
print ×4 on YouTube says, I love this demo, Sheena.
that? Oh, fantastic! Thank you. You know what? I always try to. It's one thing when you play and then you try this, you try that, and then you can't remember how you got from A to B and you've been around the world to get there. But what I love doing is going, right, here's a formula in as few steps as possible to get from there to there. And that's what I'm loving, and that's what I'm trying to do today for you guys. So thank you, that's my mission. So now I'm looking at these pens again, and I'm thinking if I've got 3 coloured boats here, what would be a good 3 colours to do? I mean, these 3 here on that, the one that I call the process, the cyan, magenta and yellow, with cyan is actually teal on this, but that's as close to cyan in the pen. We can mix loads of colours with that. That might be a good option to go. Or
Can
you
I
could
just say, Sheena, I've just realised,
Yeah.
and I'm wondering, so if I've just realised, maybe everyone at home has realised,
Yeah.
your colour swatch there, each one of those swatches is 1 pen.
Yes. I know, look at them all. I know. When you see them on that board you've got, I don't think they give you that, like, wow,
No.
as much. That is absolutely, that there, if you're thinking...
I genuinely at the
Yeah.
beginning thought, I think someone's given Sheena the wrong thing, because I thought that was 3 colours per, it's not, it's 1 colour per swatch.
Absolutely, and if you look how much you get in these pens, they're not little thin liner markers. These are chunky blanks with a fabulous responsive brush nib on them. So, value for money.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
And you know, when you consider, Sheena, that's in your showstopper deal, if you're a platinum member for £40 or $53.60, for all of those colours you can see in front of you right now from Sheena, and every shade and tone of those colours, and then your 4 photopolymer stamps, your 6x6 platform, your 15 sheets of watercolour card giving you 60 stamped images, and your Roland Langnickel paintbrush, then that is a fantastic showstopper deal that we've got for you today. And I'm sure you agree. I'm not going to interrupt any more, I'm going to let you crack on.
Well, the thing is, Leanne, as well, is they've got this Power Up one. And I was talking about that Pro Sketch Kit as well. And this one here, so every pen's been put together for a reason. You've got all your neutrals in that pen. right, from the darkest to black to the lighter slate.
Yeah.
Warm and cool neutrals. You've got all your browns. So these skin tones, think skin tones in one pen all together there, and browns. Then this one is your special Power Up Mix Any Colour pen.
It's your CMYKs.
And then after that, I've put colours together that work in harmony. Warm
Lovely.
greens with warm reds and yellows. So, but here's the thing with this pen. So if you want to mix with this pen, and we've done it before, but I'm going to do it again. If you want to mix an orange, so use your mat and colour 4 squares of yellow. And I might just do 2 squares of pink, right? Because yellow, the pink will always be stronger than the yellow, right? And then I'm going to take my water, and this is a way of measuring again so that you can reproduce this anytime. So there was more yellow than pink in that one. Oh, what have I got? A gorgeous orange, thank you very much. And let's then, you can go, all right, let's do 2 squares of yellow, and 2 pink. And this is just...
That was 4.
Sorry, 4 squares, hello. I'm no Carol Vorderman, right? I can talk and colour in for England. When it comes to numbers, it might as well be hieroglyphs. Seriously, you want to see me trying to decipher a spreadsheet? It's sad and painful. It just becomes invisible. So can you see how now that's gone more intense and more towards the pink?
Yes.
Right? Now, if you add more pink to that again, so if we did 2 pink, 1 yellow, let's just do it. Just so you can see if you
I
want
love
to...
it. Sheena, I mean, I do this with watercolour markers all the time, and I have never thought of using the squares on the mat in that way.
This was me,
I mean,
again,
this is why you are a goat.
thinking of how do I make the random thing that you think people just naturally can do accessible to everybody, and that's one of those things that, yeah, of course, now it is. Look, so now can you see how it's becoming more pinky now than see how we're changing the tones as we're going down?
Yes.
And that same principle goes for all of these other colours. Let me just wipe this up. And I know we've gone on a tangent here, but we've just got 3 little boats to colour, and then we'll get on to another one. So let me show you. Let's go 50-50. Let's go 4 pink again. Yeah, 4 pink. Let's go 4 blue, and that'll be right in the middle of that colour mixing chart, because equal quantities. I mean, you could just do 2 and 2, but I'm thinking just so you can see.
Yes.
Not much water on your brush, because that'll dilute the colour. But so little, just wet the brush, then take the water off. Right in the middle is your 50-50 mix. Now that is like a royal blue. Who would have thought you could mix a royal blue? You're not supposed to, it's against the colour law. But we've just done it. We don't care.
I mean, that's because you're a legend. I mean, you are literally I'm speechless. You are a legend in your own right. I've even got my head in my hands. I have not thought of using the squares on the mat in that way, Sheena. It's just, it's unbelievable.
Thank you.
I absolutely... I feel I need to lie down in a dark room. Honestly, I do. I'm going to be using this all the time. Absolutely, that's more grey.
It's gorgeous. I mean,
Absolutely
yeah,
love
let's
that.
do a couple with these two. And this is it. So let's do 50-50. 50-50. So there's yellow and there's blue. Now, this will be more of a bluey than a greeny, because the blue's really intense. So, but then that's your midpoint. To do that midpoint, mix it together and go, right, where do I want to go from there? So that's right. Oh, emerald. Look at that. Emerald.
Look at that.
Now, if you want to go more lime, all you're going to do now is go, right, let's do 2 years.
And actually, to Nicola's point, let's just quantify for everybody at home here. This is 1 pen.
1 pen. 1 pen.
One
this
pen
is
of
why
9 in your showstopper deal.
This is the first time we've had this set in a showstopper.
Is
And
it
it's the
really?
set, yes,
Oh,
and it's
that's
the set.
exciting.
I might have done it with Mother Earth when it was launched, but in its own right, in its own like glory, a standalone.
Love.
Yeah, this
Look
is,
at
and
that.
this is why this set, like I said, I put a lot of thought into this set to teach you how to, like,
Yes.
just the value. And like I say, if you just carry that 1 pen in that sketch kit you've got, put that in, take one of the alcohol pens out if
Yes.
you want, carry that one. That's just, we've started. We haven't even done
No.
like the pastel versions of these. But can you see that's
When you
still
wipe-
really
when you
some
wash
colour.
them out.
So
I
when you
mean,
add water, you're going to get pastel.
Unbelievable. I've got 2 questions, Sheena, and
Yeah.
I'm thinking you could do it on that bit of card if you don't mind quickly.
Yeah.
Nancy and Pam They would like to know, can you just show them how you do the swatch?
How you do the swatch? Yeah, absolutely.
Just one colour?
Let's do did you know you can mix a skin tone with this one as well?
No.
Right, so with the skin tone, you're going to want orange and you're going to want green, all right? So let's make an orange. So this is how you're going to do.
Orange and green?
Yes, so let's go.
It's not wicked, Sheena.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah. Really.
It's not Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, Sheena.
I know. Oompa loompa. Exactly.
Oompa loompa doobie. Have you seen the new one?
Oh, we both said it at the same time. I haven't, but I want to.
I want to go and see the new one because I need to see, what's his name?
Oh, Hugh Grant.
Have you ever...
You know, hats off to Hugh Grant, because being a heartthrob icon, as he has been in his day, and then showing up as an Oompa Loompa, the head Oompa, and I mean, it's not his best look.
It's not his best look.
but you know, well done, Hugh.
But he's embraced it.
He has embraced it, yeah. So
he doesn't take himself seriously, which is what I love about him.
Yes, absolutely.
So what have you just done there?
As an orange, so there's an orangey colour, right? And then we've got 50-50, and this is how I mix it, and there's a green, okay? Now what you want is far less of the green to the orange to make a skin tone. We've got too much green there. So I'm going to mix that orange again, right? So we're going to do, let's just do, wait, you do 3 and 3, you know, just as long as you've got a measurable way. And again, in your kit, in your sketch, you know, when I said use one of them in the sketch pack, use one of them as a colour mixing chart. You just write down your recipes,
lovely.
3 squares to 3 squares.
Love that.
And then you've got that, and then you pop a little bit of that greeny colour in, and then you start getting more of your skin tone with it. Right, now there. Right? Now watch, when you add water.
That's perfect.
Right, and you just keep adding water. So that's how you get
and
a warmer.
You can mix any skin tone doing that.
Any skin tone. If you want it more yellowy, maybe more sallow. If you want it, and you just keep adding water.
If you want it warmer,
a little bit more yellow. But that's the basic principles. More orange, tiny touch of green, and you've got something that'll pass for a pretty good skin tone in that with the light and dark. And that's the power of one.
And that is still one pen.
One pen.
So just before you go, can you show us how to do one swatch?
One again,
just
that
on the
whole
bottom
thing
of there.
Again.
No, just, you know, like on your swatch chart, where you've got to go from dark to light.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes.
Let's do it.
This is for Nancy and for Pam.
Okay, let me get a bit of watercolour card.
Linda Fitzsimmons,
yeah,
the legend Linda Fitzsimmons, who is on our DT, is responsible for doing a lot of Crafters Companions, amazing samples. She's been with us for a long time. Phenomenal crafter, order placed, loving the demos.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you, Linda.
Thank you. Shall we use that
can I just say, when our DT are choosing to purchase a collection, that's when you know it's a phenomenal collection, a good value for money. I've got my finger out at you.
Thank you.
If our DT is saying, I'm buying that, and bearing in mind they get a lot of stuff from us to do the things that they do en masse for all those fabulous products, when a member of the DT is saying, that's for me, there's my money, thank you, you know it's a phenomenal collection and brilliant value for money in this showstopper. Sorry, Sheena.
Fantastic. No, thank you. And that's a great endorsement. It is. So thank you. These are people who, you know, been around the crafting block a bit. Just saying, like us. So, what I would say is, when I put my pens back, and I am not Mrs. Tidy, I put them back in the order they're on my chart. So when I'm using them, Leanne, I can quickly go and I know that's the black one, that's that one. I count down 3 and I know that's there. That belongs there. In even the right, you know, for the blue at one side, the yellow at the other. Yes. So that's what to do. But all you're going to do is start with the one at the top and work your way down. But all I did was scribble like that, do so much like this, about just over an inch, then get your water immediately and circular kind of movements like that, and then add a bit more water and keep adding it just so I can see, oh yeah, I can go really pastel with this. But look, that's how easy these are to use. That's how
and I can see 6 different colours in that blue swatch.
Oh, absolutely.
6 different shades of blue.
Absolutely. And this is where I love water-based, good quality water-based colouring products, because I don't need to pick up loads of pens. If I just want a blue sky, I've got that one pen and I can just keep adding water. And that's exactly how I complete my colour chart. So I know on one side, it's pure out of the pen. Then towards the middle, I pull a little bit of the colour out, and then as I'm going further out, dragging that colour, and then add a little bit more water, so I've got total pastel, and that's the start.
Glorious.
But do it in order. Keep it in your pack, I keep mine like that, or if they're in your shelf and you're in your storage, keep them the same way in your plastic storage containers, so that it just makes it easier when you look at your chart and you go, yeah, the black's always going to be there and that pen's always going to be there, and I'm going to count in between.
Nice.
That makes sense?
Thank you.
Yeah.
Right, it's very, very busy. So in order for you to be able to feel comfortable that you can go and check out and not miss anything from Sheena, we're going to take another little break. So remember, this is your launch day today. It's 4 brand new Lakeside stamps from our Sheena, which are absolutely incredible. And then you've got that amazing showstopper deal that we've got for you today. So I'll just show you that one again. I put it away from you. There you go. And then we've got our amazing showstopper deal, which is all 4 of these fabulous acrylic stamps. I got it right for the first time ever in 15 years. All 4 of these fabulous photopolymer stamps, I beg your pardon. The creme de la creme when it comes to quality for clear stamps. You've got the markers Sheena's just been showing you, which is 9 markers, 27 colours that you've got there. And then we've also got our 6x6 stamping platform. I'm keeping Sam on his toes, I'm sorry, Sam. We've got 15 sheets of watercolour card in there, 60 of these stamped images you're going to get from that pack, if that's how you use it. And then you've also got your detail, long little pen, and you've got that for the fabulous price that we've got for you today. Look, we're going to take a break. You check out your basket. We'll be back with Sheena soon. You're not going to miss anything. I've got her on pause until we come back.
I'm Ben, and I'm one of the presenters on Crafters TV. So my presenting journey started when I was about 18. I started working at a holiday park here in the UK. Our US viewers might not know it, but there's like a holiday park called Butlins. So what's involved with being a presenter? Well, my day-to-day kind of is ensuring I know everything that's on the show. Ensuring that the guys that I'm working with obviously are happy with everything that's on the show. And I kind of feel like what I do, I'm sort of like the glue in the show, if you like. There's a bit of a crafty reference for you. So kind of listening to the guys in the gallery, the producer, director, I'm sort of always listening to what they want me to do whilst the crafters are crafting. So I feel like I'm there as the glue, keeping sort of everything, as it should be. But I also think my job is to have a lot of fun, which I think I do on most days. Get the viewers interacting, because we always love to hear from our viewers, and I think that's one thing that we do here that you don't get anywhere else, is that interaction. So I think on the shows where I get the opportunity to craft, I always try and have a go, because I always think that if I can show that I can do it as like a real newbie base level crafter, then hopefully that'll inspire other people to have a go as well. I'm always inspired by Craig, because again, he's such a talented crafter, as our guys, as I say, all of them are, but he has obviously had a lot to battle with as far as his health is concerned. I always say this about Craig, is if I'm having a bit of a bad day, I always think about Craig, because he's not been so well recently, but he'll never come into work and sort of moan about how bad he's feeling, and with all of the health issues he's had and the operations he's had over the years, he's a big inspiration because he just gets on with it.
The muss to my Sizel, the lovely Ben. I do love to see him on that video, and it's so interesting to find out he's got a roundabout named after him. Isn't it a roundabout, something that's crazy? Welcome back. You're with Crafters TV. I'm Leann Chivers, and I'm with the fantastic Sheena Douglass today. It's launch day, and we're launching a brand new collection of Lakeside stamps from Sheena. You are absolutely loving them at home, so thank you very much for that. We're all thrilled to know that you're loving them as much as we do. You've got 4 beautiful lakeside scenes in different locations, something that feels very European, and then you've got something which feels more like home. You've got this beautiful lakeside scene, could be anywhere in the world. That is my favourite one, I have to say. And then you've got this gorgeous, I've put them on their heads again, this gorgeous one here, which is the Ducks and Evesham, Sheena reliably tells me, I have to say, which Rutland Water's not far from there, is it, Sheena?
You know what, I'm still Whitley Bay way, Willie in my head. I get lost.
Rutland Water is not that far from Peterborough, and you're not that far from Peterborough, are you? So it's around about that. It's around about that area. So gorgeous. Photopolymer, 4 stamps. Now that's not all. You can just get those if you want to. Of course you can. But we've got an amazing showstopper for you today. You get your brand new 4 Lakeside stamps from Sheena, and then you get your watercolour Mother Earth aqua markers, which you've got 9 pens and 27 colours in there. That's what we're just watching Sheena use mind-blowingly just before our break. And then you've also got your 6x6 stamping platform. You've got your 15 sheets of watercolour card, cut into 4, gives you 60 of those stamped images if that's all you use it for. You've got your detail, Roland Langnickel, I didn't do it very well there, pen, brush, detail painting brush in that collection as well. And that is for only £20 or $30 more than the cost of the stamps in their own right. And the value you're getting in there is for that £20, an extra $53 worth of product, so $33 free, £1 free, I beg your pardon, or $71. So that's $41 free of charge essentially when you're only paying 30. The value is exceptional, the price on your screen is phenomenal, and I'm sure you agree. What you can do with these, just from watching what Sheena's shown us in these hour and a half that she's been with us, has been incredible, and I'm really looking forward to getting mine. I definitely want the bench in my life. I think I could be colouring that all day long. It's spring, summer, autumn, winter, just making it feel as I want. Morning, nighttime scene. It's just going to be so easy to use, appropriate for everybody. But Sheena, I think you've got something else for us now, haven't you, in this last little run in the show?
Yes, well, we were about to colour in those little boats, weren't we? Because I wanted to do that spot colour. We did. Oh, you know, I've lost my thing now. Right, nobody move.
We're not moving.
I haven't. Oh, there it is. Right there in front of me. I knew that. It was just building the tension. Right, so we need to colour these little boats in. So I just need to, I'm going to pick one of these pens. Let's go for these. Let's go for full-on colour. Let's really go for it. And just pick that one there. So we've got 3 colours. We've got the purple, and I'm not even mixing these ones. I'm just going to go with the red, and we've got the yellow. So full-on, bright, Mediterranean-like colours, and you wouldn't miss any of these if they were, you know, at sea, would you? Let's make the bigger one this red colour. So this is where you can literally. We're going to make this really pop, and I'm going to put a little bit of yellow. I said I wasn't going to mix it, didn't I? I lied. We have mixed them. I couldn't resist because I just want that little warmer kind of glow on there. So can you see how we've got that? I love that there, coloured, and then we can maybe do just more of a the purpley one. Let's do that one there.
Isn't it lovely to be able to do that when you when you want to be a little bit braver with colour? Maybe you be a little bit scared of colour. Doing something like this and then just popping a little pop in. It builds your confidence, doesn't it, Sheena?
Absolutely, absolutely. Because, you know, it's just a nice, so it's not too much colour. It's just, like you say, the pop of colour. And you can change the colour of the boats every time. It's up to you. But what you can do, once we've got that pop of colour on there, we've got those full bright colour, we can then go over them with our graphite again. So I'm going to dry them because they really do stand out like that. You know what, let's pop a little bit of blue. I'm just going to do a little spot colour underneath them as well because I think it'll look more balanced with a little bit of the water. So it's as if you've just taken a little colour filter in the middle of that, right? I think that'll just help them just blend in with their environment just a little bit. So the rest is still really...
now, I've got a little question for you, Sheena.
Yeah.
And I'm wondering whether it's possible here. So, for example, those people who've watched Academy of Colour and those people who've watched me teaching alcohol colouring over the years will know that I use grey as an underlayer to flat colour, which gives you the shade and the shadow naturally.
Yeah. And
can we do that with this graphite?
You absolutely could, yeah. You know what? Put the alcohol on down first and then put the graphite on top. Definitely. It's about layering when you're using, and that's the true definition of mixed media, is using more than one medium in one project, yeah?
Right.
So that's exactly what you would do.
Well, now, that's just made me very excited, Sheena.
Yes. Because we've got things that we're bringing to you that I'm not going to say any more because I'm going to get the look from across the way. But there are, you know what, we've got things coming that are going to help you
Yes.
become better with arty looks without, and making your life, and not just in the release that we're giving you, but going forward, you're going to get something more than just that release out of it. Does that make
Yes.
sense without saying too much? And I can't say any more.
You can't say any more,
I can't
Sheena.
say any
what
more.
month is that?
Yeah.
I can't remember.
Well, it's the one, you know, the one with the, all
Yeah.
I'll say is the building style one with the
Oh, yes.
pens.
Yes.
And then,
Yes.
now she's remembered, yeah. Now,
I think that might be next month.
is it?
Yeah.
Fabulous. Oh, I love that collection. I can't wait for that one as
Me
well.
neither.
Yeah, that's a fun one. So what I've done is I've just taken those colours.
And that's not even the one I was thinking of.
Yeah, well, exactly. Then
I
there's the
know.
other one. Oh. There's definitely going to be a riot with
There's
the product
definitely going
that's
to be a
coming.
riot.
That is just a given, isn't it? With that one that is coming. What are we like? We're cheeses, aren't we? So what I'm doing is I'm just going to pop a little bit of, now, see where if we've lost a little bit of highlight on there?
Yes, I
So
love
just
that.
to make those a little bit more kind of defined like that. You can pop a little bit of that white pen again, which
Yeah.
is, I am so pleased that I got the news today that this is coming back to you. So those of you who want to replenish it or missed it, you can see how important this guy is. You really do want this in your life.
And can I just say, Cindy Rossi, it's such a lovely comment. I'm going to pass it on, Sheena. Cindy says, Sheena, you are amazing. We couldn't agree more. I could watch your demos all day long. Thank you for your inspiration and creativity.
Oh, thank you. You know what? I love this. This is what it's kind of like, it's a bit, you know, I'm one of these people that doesn't do quiet very well. So sitting drawing in between, you know, is when I'm like, oh, God, we want to talk. I want to do a bit of like, you know, interaction. So the design and drawing bit is the bit that I do in order to come and do these bits with you that I love doing. Yeah,
Yes.
This is the bit that's the payoff for me. This is the really fun thing to do.
Well, do you know, I mean, you have been doing it a long time, but there's no one does it like you. And that is truly beautiful. Dana's got a quick question for us, Sheena.
Yes.
Dana Walter Hill on Facebook says, question.
Yes.
Tell me what you want to think about me. Anyway, no, she doesn't say that. She's not Destiny's Child. She says, each of your exquisite stamps relate to memories. I had 2 boys, so the confidence you've given me makes me wonder if somehow I could mask off the girl and make the kids into 2 boys.
Yeah. Yes.
Could you?
I think you could. Let me have a look at the stamp.
Let's have a look at the stamp.
Because
Oh,
you could-
100%. You're
Yeah,
just
you
going to put a
could.
little line across there and a
Uh-huh.
line down there, and it's
Yeah.
shorts.
if you, I would probably stamp the boy first.
Yes.
Right, so if you stamp it, it's hard to see. Actually, it was easier without that on. White paper, let me take that off there and then put some white paper behind it. So how would I do this? I would probably stamp him out and make a mask.
Yes.
Like cut him out of a bit of paper, a bit of stick and spray
Yes.
on it. Then just ink him up on the stamp if you can.
Yes.
So either ink him
You
up.
could
and
do
then-
that with the black marker in your aqua marker set.
Exactly. And then stamp him where you want him to be.
Yes.
Second one. And then, so basically, then when you stamp it again, you want to mask her
Well, I
out.
was wondering, do you see the girl there?
Yeah.
Could we not just put a line across her back and make a skirt into shorts with a fine liner?
Yeah, you absolutely. Yeah, you could make it a little boy as well, with the 2 boys. That would be a lot easier. Shall we try it?
Should we?
Do you see what we can do? Look,
Should
you know
we?
what?
Come
We've
on,
got
let's do
time.
it.
This
We're
is
done.
why I love these shows, because we might as well give it a go.
Why not?
Let's get a bit of card.
And I think our little bunch there, if that was coloured flat, would
Yeah.
just be hair.
Yeah, let's see what we can do. And then there are two little boys playing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm stamping at speed here. I'm just going to.
Thank you. This is for Dana. And do you know what? This is why I love Crafters TV. Because we are
interactive.
We are interactive and we're responsive
Yeah.
to your needs. We
Absolutely.
value helping you get the best out of your product, and we try really hard to do that. And that's why I personally love being part of such a phenomenal group of people, I think, really, Sheena.
Yeah, you know what? I love doing this because, again, like we've always said, Leanne, a product's only as good as you can make it look good. It's not about us making it look good.
No.
If you can't do things that you're proud of and saying, wow, that is amazing, and sharing and getting like a buzz out of thinking, I did that, well then there's no point in us doing this because it's about what you can do.
Exactly.
And if you have questions like this, I'm sure other people will be thinking the same thing, you know, and it helps everyone else out as well. So let's ink that up, see what we get by just making it as simple as possible and seeing if we can make this little girl look like a little boy bending over and playing as well. Right, fab. So that's that done. So I'm going to get rid of that. And this is where your art liners, you know what I keep saying, the art liners are amazing and you want them in your life. This is exactly one of those times when this is why.
Because you can make a little tweak.
Sorry?
Make a little tweak.
Exactly. Now, the 0.05 is the finest and 0.3.
It is, yes.
Start with the finest because you'd be surprised at how, you know, little you need on, you want a fine line. It's, the lines on the stamp are thinner than you think. So I'm looking here and I'm thinking if this comes up about there, like that.
Yeah.
Right? And then we put that there.
Yeah.
Like this. That they could be short there.
Definitely.
Could they not?
Yes.
And then this here could just be a, and we can make, you can even make the sleeve a bit longer like that if you want to make it like a t-shirt sleeve like this. Yeah. And then the hair, let's just make the hair a little bit more
solid
like that. And you could even make it a little bit more, you know, just have a play.
I think we're all collectively now thanking Dana for asking that question. Dana, thank you. Because, look, 2 boys.
There you go, like that. And then you can maybe put the other one back there. And then you've got a couple of little, you know, and then you can change the hair as well on these little guys as well. If you want to make them a bit more like a, you know, like a longer kind of hairstyle, use your stamps.
Bit more
and
emo.
just change them. What was that?
Bit more emo.
Yes, exactly, yeah. Hey,
My
youngins
Peter had
today,
an emo
they've got all
hairstyle
kinds
when
of,
he was...
trendy hairstyles, though, haven't
yeah, 11 to 14. He had the emo years. He had the shoulder length hair flick.
Excellent.
Dana has said, oh, bless you, Sheena and Leanne, many hugs. So she's grateful. You're welcome, Dana.
Welcome,
That's what we're
yeah.
here for. And Jeanette says, I love how Sheena just goes with the questions. Me too, Jeanette. Thank you for that. Trisha's got another question. We've opened the floodgates. Sheena, you are just amazing. Please, could you let us know what sketching pens, rubbers would be good to use? Can't find on website.
Is the sketch pack still available? Is it on a special?
I don't know if it is. Is that the Jazza one?
Yes.
I think it's sold out.
Did it? Oh, that was phenomenal. Right, well, what you want, I would definitely just look for
So is there anything in that pack you think needs to be, you know, like the white
a
acrylic
standard
mat?
thing?
Yes.
I do. I think like a kneaded eraser, a pushy
Yes.
eraser,
Yes.
and a 2B and a 4B pencil.
Right.
Yeah, even, or mechanical versions of that.
Okay.
Are definitely good to have.
Okay, leave that with me.
And a pencil sharpener, sorry?
Leave that with me.
Okay, we can see.
You
heard
put
it
that
here.
in a little list to me and we'll see what we can do.
That's how it works. That there, right person, right time. Thank you very much. So I hope that's helped there. Has that helped that with that situation?
That's helped marvellous. Dana couldn't be happier. She's very
Great.
grateful. Cindy Condy says, you are so fun. I love how you just go with the flow. Absolutely love this new collection. And Colin Cowell says, love seeing the two of you together, Leanne and Sheena, with lots of purple hearts. Thank you very much, Colin. Do you know what? We've been friends for a long time, and I think that's obvious, isn't
Oh,
it?
it's obvious.
Yeah,
And
it's
we've
obvious.
said for years we wanted to do shows together.
Yeah.
Because, you know, it's not that we're just going to laugh all the time. Yeah, we laugh. But we also are, you know, sensible enough now and again to remember to give the information you need. So, you know, now and again, on a good day, on a good day. But you know what? That's, I think that's what comes across. I think when people can see that you genuinely
Yes.
make each other laugh and smile and
Definitely.
you enjoy each other's company, it comes across, doesn't it?
It does. It really does.
Yeah.
I love that. I think that's brilliant that we've just seen there with that little little change to the shorts and t-shirt.
Shall we
Thank you
colour
very
it
much,
in?
Sheena.
Shall we
Oh,
do it?
should you?
Yeah,
Why
right. Well,
not?
should we use that same principle
Yes.
that we just used with the with these?
I love that.
Let's try it simple. Let's keep it.
Handcrafted by Gaz on YouTube says Sheena and her products are just great.
Oh, cheers, Gaz. Right back at you, matey. I love Gaz. Yeah.
I love Gaz.
Yeah, brilliant. So, right, we'll pop a little bit of the blue there. Let's go with the blue and let's make it not quite as vibrant. I'm just going to put a little bit of grey in there. Not that I want a dark grey sky, but it's just that it'll make it a little bit less in your face. And we'll put a different blue there. And again, I'm going to put a little bit of that charcoal in it. And I haven't done this with this yet, so we are playing together here, guys. So this is completely, let's just see what we get. Let's put some green in there. Let's pop some lighter green and a bit of the darker green. And then a bit of the darker green again. So all I'm doing is I'm making that palette ready to play with my applicators again, yeah? So we'll pop a little bit of glycerin on each thing again. And then we will take the applicator. And now this is where, if you're not sure what the colour's going to be like, get a bit of scrap paper first and see how intense or not the colour is going to be. So I've taken some of that off there, but what I'll do is I'll just go a bit darker on the top and then come a little bit down there. So more glycerin means a lighter version. So, but you still need enough glycerin to blend that. So can you see how I've done it darker at the start? But how quick was that? How quick?
I think it was 5 seconds, not even.
Yeah, and it's done, and that's what you want. You want that quick hit, you know, but looking good and getting that majority of that colour down there. So this one's going to be a bit more turquoisey kind of thing. So now I'm going to go straight across here. So because I'm going to full bleach that out and put the kids back in with the colour that's on them. Because I'm thinking of just speed and getting the colour down there. And now I want this darker down here as well. So I know he's gone the kids have gone blue and it's not a good thing. But we'll lift the colour out, all right? Yeah. Hopefully, I'm hoping, if I'm quick enough.
That's a lot easier though than having to try and get that colour to go round them.
No, exactly. It's much easier that way.
Yes.
And this is where, you know, where if you've got like a masking fluid or something like that, or you can do that as well. But I'm using just the side of the applicator here. I am literally going as quick, seeing how much I can get away with here with this application, with this technique, that makes it as quick and simple as I can without making it more complicated than it needs to be. So next thing is we need to take some colour out of there. So really importantly, we need to get the green off the kids because we don't want little alien types playing in there like that. All right. So we'll take that.
We had several phases when Peter was growing up. We had emo, we had Mohican, we had punk rocker.
You are sorry? They're green.
We had an alien phase. we had a withdrawn and reclusive phase. We had a internally unimpressed teenage phase.
Excellent.
Yeah, I think we've all been through those phases, haven't we? We're now in our DIY phase.
DIY?
Yeah.
All right.
Peter's just bought his first home and, oh my word, what a state it was in.
Oh no, lots to do.
Bless him. So he's had to have everything back to the brick and all of the floors back. And in the last week, he's had to learn how to plumb his own bathroom.
YouTube.
and he has, the whole bathroom was ripped out. There was nothing, just some old pipes left behind that weren't correct. No. And in 4 days, he's had to learn and replace all of the piping and install a bathroom and put 3 radiators on.
Wow.
I mean, and it's all worked. You put the heating back on. You know, when you hold your breath, when you go to switch the water back on and put the heating on, and just hope that there's 47 different springs of water around the house.
Yeah, there's things you don't want to go wrong, isn't there? Like electricity and plumbing,
A lot to go wrong with that, but he was all right, so he's done really well.
Wow.
So I'm pleased because he's not going to be living far from his mum and dad now, so he can come and do my odd jobs for me.
Yeah, really. Practice on his.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all right, son. Yeah, go over. offer to make you dinner and that's it done. So can you see how we've got loads
That's incredible.
of colour on there?
Beautiful.
But now what we're going to do is get that like kind of spot colour going on. So if we like the trees, for example, we want some of this dark in here, and maybe that other green. Let's try. Excuse me, I've got hiccups. This other green here. And just now, when you paint it on, it's going to be much more intense. So just stipple, don't try and paint, you know, leaves, because you won't thank me for it. There's not much fun in painting individual leaves, believe me. When I create the texture for these stamps and I'm drawing them, I use scribbly effects that give the impression of foliage. If it's a pine, it's more linear and scribbles. And that's really just what you're doing to build up the different looks of what you're trying to, you know, to make it look like. It's more of an impression of the thing rather than...
Yes.
Yeah, and that's all you need. And that's what's going to give it that really cool look as well. So I'm just going to pull that colour down a little bit into the lake like this, into the river like this. So it's got some reflection going on from there. So we've already got some, you know, good little, you know, there's nothing to stop you using your pen and doing the brush, using the brush nib for these really intense bits.
They're brilliant for that, aren't they?
Oh, absolutely. And you know what? This is why they're such a good product. I love these. You know, I am.
Yeah,
it's
so many
just what you
different
can
looks
do
and
with them,
intensities
Leann.
in one pen, Sheena.
It's just, you know what, and then you can put more in if you want. At the other side, if you want to just make it look like this is your creation. I've given you the stamp as a starter, but it doesn't mean it's got to end there. We can make this much bigger. We can lose the flowers and just put the greenery in there if we want, and just have that so that you're looking through all that greenery at the kids playing.
I absolutely love it. I've got a question from Mary Ann Kay on YouTube. Once you use the applicator with glycerin, can you still use it later without glycerin?
Can you use the later without? Yeah. When you're blending, you need the glycerin to blend over the surface.
Yes.
Yeah. But yeah,
an
just
aqua
leave it
marker.
up. Yeah, go back with it.
But if you rub that off on a piece of kitchen towel, you could go into a harmony water reactive, for example. And not
yes,
use it, still use
absolutely.
it.
Once it's dry, just get
Once
used
it's
to
dry.
using your heat gun to dry the layers. Let's do a quick skin tone.
Linda Fitzsimmons says Sheena equals an alchemist. I couldn't agree more. And Shadiah, hello Shadiah, I haven't spoken to you for so long. It's really lovely to know that you're with us. She's got in capitals here, all I can say is mesmerised. I'm in a coma. I think watching Sheena, I certainly have to make an effort to keep talking to you, because I could just sit and stare and watch. Because it just comes to life in front of your eyes. But the thing I love about it, Sheena, is it's accessible to everybody at home.
Yes.
There's nothing particularly arty about what you're doing here.
No.
You're making it accessible for everybody at home.
And that's what I'm trying to do, is make it so that you can just copy what I'm doing. Everything there, and this is why those pens, again, are a way of teaching you how to mix the colours, because all you do is just colour, mix them with the squares like we were just doing, and you've got that ability there as well. So everything is repeatable and is a formula. Does that make sense?
Absolutely, it does.
I've lost that
I mean, just
pen.
popping that skin tone in there, it's popping already, isn't it?
Yeah, it's made
amazing.
such a big difference. And what I'm going to do is shortly, I'm hoping I need to pick it up a bit, because I want to get this as finished as I can for you. So we'll do what we can. Let's give them that reddish kind of top there. And if it's looking really, you know, intense again, the colour, remember we can take the colour down a bit by, we'll add a little bit of water for a start, so it's like more of a highlight on the top of his top, where the sun's going to be shining, see? And then we're going to add a little bit of a black pen to that, so that it looks like it's going to tone it down a bit, because it's pure clean colour like that. And then this one here, let's put blue shorts on there as well. And we can keep that uniform. And then let's do maybe an orangey top here. So we've got full colour summer's day going on. and then a little bit, so no more colour, but just a little bit of water, and then it gives it that little look like as a highlight on it, and then we'll give a little bit of that really dramatic, yeah, we're going for the black. Where is it? I am seeking, I am not finding. Where are you? Oh, there it is, got it, yeah. It's like pantomime. Nicola's going, it's behind you. Right, so this, I mean, even though it's the black, maybe use the mid one, the charcoal, if you want to be a bit safer, but because it's all, you know, you can use this as well if you just water it down enough, but maybe play it safer and use that other.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, but you see how much more that's looking more natural now with that
immediately
toned down colour.
It looks like proper art.
Yeah, it's looking, the colour's there, but it's looking more realistic than just a flat pop art kind of colour on it, yeah?
Yeah.
And now you've got a bit of shade and you've got that there, and what we need to do is even, I mean, we could, let's just do a bit of shading there. That leg there is going to be a bit in shade and shadow. Just be a bit brave with it, you know, just have a try, but get your phone out and take pictures so you think, oh, I shouldn't have gone there. But next time you do it, then just go, okay, I'll stop at that point. I'll not do that next time. And I'll stop where I was winning that first time on it. So there's the kids there. We'll do the bucket. Let's do the bucket orange if I've got enough colour there. Whoa, okay, just heard how much time I've got, no pressure. Right, so what I need to do, tell you what will finish this off nicely, is to dry it, but definitely get the pen and that applicator. I'm going to try and do it now. If it's still wet, it won't work as well, but we need the black again. Remember when we went round the outside with the glycerin? Right, that's going to bring the foreground a little bit more to the fore, and because I'm going to go a bit higher there with that black than at the background, and it's going to make it look like you've got more. Oh, can you see how now they look more like they're in the foreground?
Yes.
There, and then that's going to go around and just a little bit around the top, not too much because we want less on the top, more of that on the bottom. You can even use like the blue into the black and just intensify that. Bring the legs out again a little bit, but we've got that almost where we want it, with just that quick.
Incredible. And that's two little boys. That was for Dana. Dana, that was for you.
Yeah.
That is, I'm so grateful you did that, Sheena, because I think that's my favourite one of the 2 hours.
Really?
Yes.
If you've got grandkids or kids, I think it's perfect, isn't
Honestly,
it? Yeah.
Absolutely my favourite of the 2 hours. Thank you so much, Sheena.
Thank
Look,
you.
let me remind you, today is launch day. It is the launch of Sheena's brand new Lakeside stamps. We've just watched Sheena change that stamp in front of our eyes, which is absolutely phenomenal. You're going to get all 4 of these Lakeside stamps in this collection. So this is the one Sheena's just used. Then you're going to get that fabulous Mediterranean scene. We're going to get that lovely Lakeside, my personal favourite. And we're going to get, the ducks as well, which is incredible. This is Memories of Rutland Water in Evesham, I think there. But so many different lakes with ducks around the UK. A beautiful image for you to use. Not only are you getting those, you're getting your 9 aqua markers, your 27 colours, hand-picked, hand-curated by Sheena. I don't think this is the Mother Earth collection, I think it's the Sheena Essential collection. You're getting your 6x6 platform, your 15 sheets of watercolour card, and your detail Roland Langnickel pen. That was better, Leanne. And you're getting all of that for your platinum price of £40, $53.60. You're only paying £20 more or $30 more than the price of the stamps themselves, and the value you're getting is £53 or $71 in that showstopper deal on top of the price of your stamps, which is incredible, I have to say. I've loved this 2 hours. Can we just say a huge and heartfelt thank you to Sheena. Thank you, Sheena. I think this is a glorious collection, synonymous with you. And I know the comments, everybody's so grateful for what you've done to help them with their queries. Thank you very much, my love.
Thank you. My pleasure. Absolutely love it. This is the best bit of what I do. absolutely.
It really is. And now, Sheena, we're going to see you back at 5 o'clock with
5
Debbie
o'clock,
Fisher,
yeah,
Miss
more
Giggles
playing.
herself. Yeah, that'll be a glorious 2 hours for you. I've absolutely no doubt. I've loved being here with you today. It's been a privilege to spend a couple of hours with Sheena. Thank you for joining us and spending the time with us. Thank you for joining in on the comments. And, of course, if you got your showstopper, thank you, because you're going to absolutely love it when you get it home. I'll see you again very soon. I'm sure. I think near the end of the month I'm going to be back. Sheena, are you back next week?
I'm not. I've got a week off next week, but I'm in 3 weeks after that. So we're doing 3 weeks, then off a week, gives a bit of
Oh, gives you a bit of a reset. Okay, so we'll see you soon. Thank you very much for joining us, everybody. See you back at 5 o'clock with Sheena and Debbie. There's going to be more inspirational demos, more fantastic deals. You can still get your showstopper. It's on the website. Go and check that out. Fill your boots. It's absolutely fantastic value. And have a look at everything else. We've got those sparkle pens. We've got 3 for 2 on card and envelope packs on the website. You definitely need some of that in your life. Have a look at those because they're exceptional quality, I have to say, and so many different options for you. Website's a great place to go and get your consumables, isn't it? We've loved having you here with us. Thank you very much. We'll see you all again very soon here on Crafters TV, and we'll be back at 5 p.m. UK time. See you soon.